I decided it was time to bite the bullet and actually put Novamira to work on my own website, a full functioning website. I have got remote backups for this website, lots of security. So if it does do something drastic, I'll just roll it back to a previous update. I wanted to really see what it was like on a full production website with lots of content, etc. My goal was to make this blog post, which you can see now. That blog post was made originally from a vibe coded design, which is this HTML piece of content. To get it all going, I installed Novamira, connected it, added Novamira Pro because I wanted to see how it worked as well. I think I might have probably needed it to do post content specifically. I was able to do pages with the free version, but I working on a blog post, it's got more capability. So I wanted to bring the full power of Novamira Pro into the equation. So that's what I've done. I was then able to connect them up, and I'm going to show you in the Codex side what that looks like. So in the Codex side, I have a folder, which is here called the Novamira folder, and I've got content I want to add, a backups folder and a skills folder, but I didn't actually need those for this particular task. So I've got the HTML file and its images that it uses in there. And I said, I want to add a new blog post to my website that is connected by MCP, so it knows to use the Novamira connection. The content designer here, the name of the blog post will be this, use the HTML design to create the blog post, etc., etc. So I gave it that setup, and then it's gone in now and the design. So it's looked at, I think it looked at what was in there first, create the draft post, not using a Divi layout. Now my website is a Divi website. I wanted to use just blocks, Gutenberg blocks for my blog posts so they're faster. So I've done that. I've asked it to do that. So it's working through the block editor. Essentially, you probably don't need to see the whole process of that, but it took, a few goes, a bit of adjusting to get to the first draft kind of area. And then the more interesting part is what happens next. Like, it's all well and good. So you can get a piece of content in there, and it came out quite well. But I then want to have a featured image added, and I want some internal linking done. And I think that's also a really powerful thing. So I didn't touch any of the WordPress side. I just did all the guidance from the Codex side. So I had an image, we'll change this image first, and I eventually had 3 different Google images that I wanted for the featured image to get it right. But I wanted it to get the file name, the alt text, and the title for the image right to go with the content. So I was able to go down further here to feature. So talking about the featured image, there's some other stuff there with the security. I had to turn off a security setting to let the connection work. It's for some reason it got a bit funny halfway through, so I turned off one of my security tools to let the connection flow more easily. But so the featured image did eventually work. I'm just trying to get down to the third one. So yeah, the dimensions for the featured image were making it look cropped in the blog. Please replace the featured image with this one. I gave it a new featured image, which is this one here, and give it the same treatment as the others. Now, when it says treatment, the treatment was, please use this featured image. Please rename the image file name for the best SEO value, then add it to the blog post, add image alt text and image title that is also best optimized for SEO. Update the meta title, meta description of the blog post as well with the best SEO practices. So to show you how that looks on the blog site, I'll show you that. So Novamira uploaded the file that I had called Google Changes version 3. It renamed the file to something SEO friendly. It created alt text, a title, a caption, and a description to be SEO optimized. It also set up the SEO title, and the meta description as well. Without me doing anything on the back end here, it did that all for me from the Codex side, which I think is just so cool. and wait, there's more. Also, I also asked it to do some internal linking so that the website, I'll show you what I said actually in the Codex side now. Okay, so this is where I said, okay, please now check if there are any blog posts that could be linked to from this post, linked to and from this post. So links coming into this blog post and links from this blog post out to other blog posts to improve the SEO with internal linking. So then it went and looked at the content on the website and decided that the AI search playbook, the core web vitals, reality check, and website audits are important were good posts to link out to. So it actually created a new section at the bottom of the blog called related reading itself. I also added backlinks to the new posts from these older posts. So it went to 3 other blog posts and added some content with a link to this post in 3 different blog posts as well, which I thought was just so great. And also I asked it, I forgot to mention, I asked it to find appropriate blog categories, so to check which blog categories are applicable for this post. And it decided that blog, AI, and SEO were good categories for this content as well. So to me, it's creating the content from a design that I wanted. It then was able to use an image, a featured image, upload it with a different file name, add the meta information to the image, put the blog post in the right category, and then do internal linking for me without me touching anything on the WordPress end. I did it all from the Codex end. So, and that's a process that I've just stumbled my way through this first time, but I'm sure I could refine that and make a skill to say, you know, if I'm adding a new blog post to do these things, and I could probably ask it now to convert what we've just done into a skill, which then I can then save into the website as a future skill for blog posts. So I'm just blown away on a real, you know, a site with lots of content, how efficiently this, I mean, it added the internal linking in 1 minute and 53 seconds. I mean, that's just blew my mind in itself. I'll show you the end result of the link section at the bottom of the post as well. Okay, so this is a little section that I put at the bottom of the new blog post, related reading. If you want to go deeper on a practical side of search, AI, and website performance, these posts are useful next steps. And then it's, you know, it's got the link, it's got a nice little description. It's amazing. And just to show the other, when I said link back to this blog post from other content, this is an example of what it did. At the top of this blog post, near the top, it's added a whole paragraph. Search is changing quickly because of AI overviews and no-click results. If you're reviewing your website strategy, it's worth reading what Google AI search changes mean to your website, which is to this new blog post. Just fantastic to get all of this done in kind of these actions, like in a couple of minutes, essentially, for this internal linking work, on top of making the new content. So I'm very excited about how Novamira and Novamira Pro work on a real fully fledged website as well. And before I go, just a quick reminder that little group, WP AI Success Hub, is where you can come and join us to talk about Novamira and other WordPress and AI use cases. Like, we've got a discussion area, was talking about sharing, you know, processes and skills. This is from one of the members. There's a classroom that I've just started specifically for Novamira. There's a heap of other things, plugin directories and, you know, things like that, but Claude skills even. But in the Novamira, I've just started to build out a section here with, you know, skills that you can download and use straight away, information about Novamira, and that's going to be a growing kind of library as well. But, you know, the rest of the community is pretty good. We've also got 2 live calls per week to come and ask questions and, you know, get help, and it's all recorded, so you can access that in the call archives, and there's summaries of the conversations and links to sections of the call. It's really efficient too. If you want to find just the information you want to look at in the transcript, it's quick to go down to those sections too. I just sort of share that. And the link to this group will be in my bio and in the description for this video. Hopefully we'll see you there.